Hi friends, welcome to my channel and today we will learn simple integers. So first of all, what is integers? Integers, okay? So whenever you see anything like -1, -2, -3 or 1, 2, 3, 4, you might have been already familiar with these numbers which you can see on the Excel while you may not have seen the numbers with a negative sign. So whenever you see a number with a negative sign, so you can understand that you're dealing with an integer. So in a number line, till date we have learned that the number line begins with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But what before 0, right? So before 0 it's -1, -2, -3. So you can see that the number line is never ending on both the sides, so it will go to minus infinity, and on the after 0 it will go to plus infinity, right? So that's the beauty. And the question which might come to your mind is like, where do we use these? So where's an example in real life? So in real life you can see that we have elevators or lifts which we use to go up and down in a building. So you can see that on the ground floor you'll have 0, on underground basement 1, basement 2, basement 3. As you go below the ground, as you go up the ground, then it's first floor, second floor, third floor, and so on, right? So that's one example of where you can see this. In fact, even in the temperature also you can see that we have 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees, while on if it starts freezing, then it's the temperature falls below 0. So 0 degree means something is will freeze, and then below 0, -1, -2, -3, you can say it will become much more colder, right? Everything will freeze. Okay, so that's how we use integers in our daily life. Now what are we going to learn in this chapter is basically how do we add the integers, how do we subtract the integers, right? How do we multiply them, these numbers, and how do we divide these numbers? So these are the four things which we will have to learn, and they're not very difficult. There are simple rules which we have to apply, and that's what all about integers basically, right? Okay, so let me begin with how do we add the integers. Okay, so let's begin with how do we add the integers. In addition, uh, you see -2 and -3. How do we add these? How do we add these two? So adding these is very simple. Let me put a format here. Okay, so what you will first do is what you will first do is uh, check what the sign of it is. So if the number which you have to add are of the same signs, like this is minus, this is minus, so which means that this is a question of addition. If it is, the next question I will take is same. Let me put it here, and let me say this is +2 and +3, right? And then I will try to solve uh, this number. Third question will be -2 and +3, and the fourth question say will be let me copy it here, and it will be 2 and -3. Okay, so it's very simple, and I'll tell you how to do it. So if the numbers are of the same sign, that means this is a question of addition. This is also a question of addition, because if there isn't any sign, we assume that it is plus. and that's what we were doing till date. So 3 plus 2 is 5, right? And here also, since it is a question of addition, we will do 3 plus 2 is 5, but the signage will be of the bigger number. So the bigger number here is minus 3, and it doesn't matter in this particular question, but just to make the rules easy, I would say that always use this rule that the bigger number, uh, that will be the sign in the answer. So the answer here will be minus 5. So this is your addition, and this is your subtraction, because the signs are different. So you can see it is minus 2 and it is plus 3. So this is the question of subtraction. This is plus 2, this is minus 3. So this is the question of subtraction. So what do we do? How do we subtract minus 2 from minus 3? So you do, you simply need to check which one is the bigger number, and then from there you subtract the smaller number. So 3 minus 2 would be 1, and what would be the sign? It will be the sign of the bigger number, which is 3 here, right? Similarly, 3, this is a 2 minus 3, so it's again a question of subtraction. So you will do minus 2 from 3, which will be 1, right? And the sign will be of minus the bigger number, which is 3. So that's how these are the questions for subtraction, right? Very simple, as you can see. So it will not be given whether the question is of addition or subtraction. Sometimes it may be given in initially, but you just have to figure out for yourself whether it's a question of addition or subtraction. So I hope this video was easier to understand. If not, just put in your questions in the comments and I will try to improve it further. Thank you. Thanks a lot.